That's the first significant scratch. Let's turn it into a pile of a farm truck and just start abusing the heck out of it. Welcome back to the channel. You know, it ain't always starburst, rainbows, and puppy dog kisses around here. I started my day off today in crap-tacular fashion. So we had to get the blue truck out. A little volunteer work at church, spring cleanup, no big deal. Blue truck was parked, squeezed right in here. Four-wheeler was over here. And so we kind of had, you know, picture gap here. We had this gap to work with. Guys and gals, I've squeezed this big old F-250 in and out of more tight spaces and into this particular spot literally 1,000 times. Well, this morning was the day. I don't know. I was out here late last night. Maybe I was tired. I don't know. No excuses though. But we rubbed on the front fender of the Fury just a little bit. See some scuffies and some scratchies here. Really, nothing to really comment on there. But in perspectives, my baby here is a 2015 F-250 6.7 diesel Lariat. And I've only got 72,000 miles on it right now. I take pretty good care of it, and I'm just about ready to vomit all over this. Here we are. Yeah, we you know, I made contact and then I wasn't sure apparently that it was contact, and so we drug into it just a little bit more. But we've got scuffage here, scuffage on the door protector, which kind of did its job. We've got a little dent right here. We'll show you that. We've got a bigger dent right here. Scuffage, scuffage, scuffage. Probably, yeah, at least through the paint. And we've got chunks right here. And this is where I finally decided, you know, maybe I should stop and evaluate, I guess. Yeah, so we've got some problems. Now from here, you can clearly see minor dent here, more significant dent here. Yeah, that's my first thing this morning experience. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna try to make the best of it. I think a lot of that'll clean up. I think we can get some of those dents to come out, and we're gonna see just how good we can get it, and then we'll have to decide if the old F-250 needs to go to the body shop, or if we just say the heck with it. That's the first significant scratch. Let's turn it into a pile of a farm truck and just start abusing the heck out of it. I'd rather not do that, because I will never buy another truck as nice as this. I can't afford it. So anyway, we're gonna put you on the tripods and get after this thing. We've got some buffing compounds, some rubbing compounds, I don't know, wet sand. We'll figure something out, but I'm hopeful, you know, that we can, like I said, get this kind of cleaned up. Thanks for watching, sharing, liking our stuff. All right, let's get after it and see if we can salvage some of this lovely Saturday. God bless America. Well, now, it didn't take long to get more bad news. So my two dents are right here is one of them, and then right about here is another one. So here and here, and then a little bit up here and right in here. The problem is, not only is it right where the door bar sits, but my two most significant dents are also right where the panel adhesive is between the door bar and the panel, there and there, like perfectly these dents could not be in a worse place. So, but we're gonna abandon that right now. I do happen to know a pretty darn good PDR guy, and that's paintless dent removal for everyone like me that had to look it up the first time they heard it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transition now to how clean can we make this damage here and assess if it's possible. I mean, we'll do the PDR either way. We're gonna see just how clean we can get this, and maybe we can avoid, you know, spending a couple $1,000s on my mistake this morning. All right, step one is gonna be just to get this clean so you can see exactly what we're dealing with. Some of this paint transfer will come off. We're gonna use spray away the foamy glass cleaner. We're getting some of that transfer to lift off already. It's already not looking to be as bad as it was. Now, this is gonna mess with us because we got a pinstripe right here, but we gotta come in here and we'll try to buff some of this Plymouth paint off of here. And to do that, first of all, after we wash it with glass cleaner, let's hit it with D-germ, see if that won't, you know, cut into this blue a little bit and give us an even better chance of clearing off these upper layers of scuff. It's getting some of it. Now we're gonna hit it with some wax and grease remover. You never know. We're just gonna try to get as much of this transfer out of here as possible and get to a place where we're mildly happy with what we're starting with here. We do have a big chunk of paint missing here, little chunk there, little chunk here. So there's gonna be paint work involved regardless. But right now I'm a little more optimistic. Just with glass cleaner, we've got a couple scratches, but not nearly as noticeable as it was even from back here. But we got more work to do. Okay, so we have illuminated the situation a little bit. This guy, that's a straight up scratch, but can you get, yeah, over here? I mean, you're a little bit, might be out of frame, but anyway, we are gonna tape these two pinstripes, and the gray in between are all one stripe. So we're gonna put a piece of tape over that, and we're gonna attack the main scuff and scratch down here and see how much better we can get this. And we'll actually come right down the edge of that stripe there. It could be worse, guys and gals. It could be that we dented right between where the doors are. I'd much rather have a shallow dent in the middle of the door than a dent anywhere at the edge, leading edge, or trailing edge. Okay, we've got our assortment of foam buffing pads here from the Flea Bay. So we'll put one of those on our little Adapto. Give it just a spritz or two of water. I like this for an initial buff. Just, you know, it's a number 6, it's the middle of the scale, but it does tend to like to, you know, go after surface issues like this. So let's just see what happens here. I'm gonna hit this harder part first. And let's see what that got us. That helped quite a bit, actually. Most of the blue is gone there. There's still some pretty decent scuffs. We could, now that's through the clear coat there. Just gonna dabble with a little bit of wet sanding here. Try and get some of those scratches out. This is 2000 grit, by the way. Any more? As long as what you're taking off is white, the debris that you're getting on your sandpaper and stuff, that's clear coat. If you see any of the blue or whatever color you're sanding on, stop immediately, because you are done with clear coat at that point. There, see, we're taking up some of that contaminant now. This big scuff is going away. Alright, well, I wish it all cleaned up that nicely. That part looks like new, guys and gals. That's crazy. We got just a hairline of a scratch there. Now let's work back this way into our wet sanding and see what's going on there. Alright, we aren't doing too bad. Really, guys. We're through clear there. There's chip, 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 chip. There's a bunch of chips here. All in all, I think we're making good things happen here. Really, now other than we've right here, I don't know how well it'll pick up on camera. Yeah, there's a little chip there. Big chip here, but no dent, thank goodness. And then we've got, this is actually a crease along part of this scratch, and we've got a dent here, little dent there, and then a little dent here. There's a little chip, and then there's some chips just through the clear coat here, and then the scratch goes up to about here. But we might, golly, there's places where we almost were able to sand. In fact, right here, we were able to sand through that scratch, but I don't think we're going to here because there's a crease. The scratch is in the crease, is what caused the crease. We might try to sand just a little bit more in this area and get rid of that scratch, and then there's some scuffing here. And if we can get some of that to go away, and even in between here, we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay, that's probably, I'm going to hit it with a little finer grit, so to speak, on the buffing compound. I'll probably go back actually with the same one again, and then we'll hit it with the polishing stuff. But not horrible, guys and gals. Looking a lot better than it did. It's still going to need some more professional care than what I can give it. But I think right now the plan is going to be PDR as much as we can on this seam, this crease here, this dent, and then probably sand through the clear all through here, re-clear it, and blend it in. And we'll have to do some touch up here even, but it's way better than it was. Let's now we're going to attack this door guard, and hopefully we can just buff through a lot of this scuffing and life will be pretty good. We just hit this door guard really quick with the buffer and the number 6 compound, and it really cleaned up pretty nice. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2000 grit and just sand on this a little bit and get the roughness down. I'm a little concerned that this may not truly be painted. It's either infused with this color, or if it is painted, it's painted separately and it doesn't have as much, clear coat and protection on it. I don't know. I have no idea. But we're going to scuff it with the sandpaper first, so we don't have to just keep burning on it with the buffer, because if it is just a piece of plastic that is this color through and through, we might start to burn through it. I don't know, but that's my plan. We're going to hit it with the 2000, scuff all this up, and then buff it again. I really think this might clean up okay. Man, I am telling you what, this is turning out, it still stinks. It sucks pretty bad. But overall, go back to the front of the video and compare. We are in a much better place. This little door guard here, I'm pretty sure it's just plastic that is this color. It's not acting like it's painted. So we went over it with the 6th grade polish. It's looking really good. We're going to leave a little bit of, we aren't just going to try to make this perfect, because it can't be right now. It just can't. But man, it looks so much better. I feel much better about the damage and the potential to be able to repair this affordably. When you're done with the 6, we're going to drop down to that 3.5, and then we're going to put a little polish on it, and we'll show you the final look. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. Not too shabby. From where we started, dudettes and bros, to where we are now, I don't feel nearly as bad. I still feel bad about it, but I'm feeling better about the prospects of a decent repair, and also that my truck's not going to look like crud until I can get it, completely repaired. We're definitely going to have to address some parts of this with actual paint. Probably going to have to, gosh, I don't know, we might be able to come up to this stripe. This stripe's probably going to be pretty hard to get, but not impossible. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I hope you guys got something out of this. Don't panic, especially when it's just a scuff and a small dent. You can bring your car or truck or whatever back to a presentable state and then reevaluate. And I know my friend, and there's a lot of people out there that can just work magic in PDR. So I'll keep you updated on this. Thanks for watching this one, sharing and liking our stuff. We'll see you on the next video.